to your August 14th through the 17th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, the card coming out for you is the Ark of the Covenant. We are using the Akashic Tarot. Okay, this card is talking about the karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that these things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work towards your highest purpose. To unfold the sacred covenant, you have to touch the world with your own light. So pretty much what it's saying is you're going to have some people around you who want to really pull you into drama. You probably already have them here right now, and especially having this Mercury retrograded. So, I mean, that's a lot of pull and tug when it comes to emotions and drama and people's stuff, right? And a lot of karmic going on. And bringing out a lot of karma as well. Things from the past. People might be coming up to you and be like, hey, do you remember when you owed me that money 20 years ago? Do you think I could have it back? And you'd be like, are you kidding me? Right? Right, like all of a sudden, like they just want something that's like crazy, right? So whatever and however it is, there's a lot of mixed emotions going on with other people as well. So it does feel like you're going to be stuck in this kind of drama, karmic trap of people around you. So what they're trying to say is don't let this push you and pull you off what you're here to do. What is your purpose, right? You're going to have your own karma to deal with. You have your own stuff to deal with. I mean, right here it says you have your own karmic trench that you're trying to get through yourself. You're already, digging trenches and looking for different answers. So I'm going to dig this trench over here and expect a different outcome, but the trench is the same length, the same width. Everything that's going into it is the same, but maybe this one tiny little idea is different, but it still has the same outcome, right? So it looks like you already have your own karmic trenches to deal with. So you definitely don't need to be dealing with other people's stuff, which we all have our own problems to deal with. We don't need other people. We don't need to be looking out for other people to be stabbing us in the back, trying to burn our bridges, burn our ships down, right? And that's exactly what it is, looking out for people and deceit. Who's deceiving you? Watching people who want something from you, who are causing chaos, causing destruction, causing trouble. So, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're on the lookout. You're like, oh my gosh, here they come back again. It could be waiting for an X. There is something that's definitely going on that's been going on from the spring to the autumn. Okay. And it's like you've already been on the lookout for this situation. And it seems like it's just an ongoing issue that started somewhere in the springtime. Of course, those of you in Australia, you're right, it's autumn time then, and it'll happen till the spring. So it's saying these things will continue to keep going until the autumn time, especially your karmic trench. So you really want to start looking at that karmic trench and see where you can start digging something else. Start something else up. Look at it. Give it, perceive it in a different way. Is it good for me? Do I need to rework the problem? But I love the Hilaron because it says your ancestors are here. As you can see, there's like ghosts and spirits in the background. Those are your ancestors that are here to help push and guide you away from the karmic trenches. They're watching your back. You're divinely guided through this process, right? But they're trying to push you away from that situation for better opportunities. So watch your dreams, watch your visualizations, meditations, things like that, because you could be getting a lot of answers from your ancestors and the divine about what's going on with these karmic trenches and these people around you who seem to want to pull you in wrong directions. So, I mean, it's like, we have enough worries on our own table. We do not need your plate too, right? Okay. Yeah. So right now, that's exactly what it's talking about. It's talking about breaking cycles, negative phases that have been going on. This is the same as the karmic trench. It's saying you have you are stuck in this phase of the same thing going over and over. It's like Groundhog Day, right? It's like But you have to be resistant to want to change. You need to be on the lookout also for other things on how you're going to change the situations, right? So you're kind of stuck in this negative phase, this negative way of thinking, and it says that more than likely will continue till autumn, but you can catch it, right? That's why I love tarot. You can catch it now. You don't need to make it go till autumn. You don't, right? And in autumn, let's make sure that it's done, it's over with, so that we can make that Wheel of Fortune right side up. Over here with the lookout, it's the acceptance. Am I accepting and moving on? Finding peace, having these personal setbacks, right? Am I going to allow these people to get, to cause the drama? Am I allowing myself to have the karmic trench as well? So you have like kind of almost two readings in one, because it's kind of like saying you don't need this plate of their drama. You have your own plate to deal with, right? So this could be about saving money, saving time, conserving your energy, taking control of your own stuff, and pushing all their stuff away because it's not helpful. It's hurting, right? So with the karmic trench, it's saying there needs to be some kind of regeneration. This is resisting an inevitable end. Well, of course it's inevitable, because if you keep digging the same trench and looking for a different outcome, it's inevitable that that outcome is going to end up the same. Right? If I don't start continuing to save more money, well, I think I'll save, $50 off of this paycheck, and, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know what? I think I'll save $2 more. Well, that still didn't do anything. That wasn't, see what I'm saying? And then the next month you say the same thing. Well, I think I'll save $2 more. Okay, you just did that last month. Oh, I'll throw 50 cents on it. What the hell did 50 cents do? That's not going to do... Do you see the point? Like, what the hell did 50 cents do? 50 cents didn't do a whole lot. Right? I'll throw the 50 cents in. Okay, well, now you got the same karmic trench. Right? So, however it is, whatever you're doing, that you know that you're doing something, but you're only doing this much little bit different, you're going to have the same outcome. Right? Maybe it's overspending money, but I think I'm saving enough, however it is. So going over here on this, on this Wheel of Fortune is the sun upside down, saying it's very stormy over here. It's there's a lot of carelessness. You might be dealing with people who are very arrogant and careless, and they don't seem to care. Maybe they're helping dig the karmic trench, though, for you as well, and causing all this drama to where it's not helping. You're not helping the trench, you're worsening the trench. Especially if it has to do with a family member. Maybe they're spending too much money, right? Where you're trying to save money and they think that it's going to be just fine, right? So however it is, on the lookout over here, there's a lot of emotional pain, sorrow, hurt. It could be a divorce, a loss, a depression. But there's some kind of suffering, grief over here, which gives you a lot of heartache and pain, having to watch these certain situations at hand play out around you, and always feeling like you're always on the lookout, always feeling like you have to watch your back, always feeling like somebody's making this horrible mistake around you or wanting to cause some kind of disruption. Like I said, when you already have your plate full. So the spirit over here is saying that there was a lot of impulsiveness. So when with your karmic trench, you could have a lot of impulsiveness going around you, right? There could be a lot of haste. Unachievable expectations going on. And so now it's almost to the point where it's like, I'm going to dig this trench, hope for the best, but I don't know how it's going to be. And then for some of you, it's even, I'm going to dig this trench, change it this much, and I have, super high expectations this is going to work. But it didn't. It didn't work, right? It's not. You have to come down to the truth and the justice of the situation. For some of you, it could be literally divorce. I see a divorce over here too. Digging trenches within that and them having caused a lot of problem. You're really going to have to get down to the truth and the clarity of the situation, that this is not going to work. If this is digging trenches within a relationship, that's, thinking that we're going to do this, right, but it never 100% works. It goes right back to where it started from. Okay, so, and it says that there really won't be any justification until spring and autumn. That's really what it's saying. It starts in spring, ends in autumn. I love the Akashic cards because they go straight to the past, straight to the future, you know? Past, present, future. Love it. That's where the records are. So let's see what's going on with you. Clarify on the spring autumn is delays. Yeah, there's a lot of standstills and a lot of delays. Between the spring and autumn, there was a lot of resistance. There's a lot of indecision. There was a lot of self-sacrifice that was made in between the situations as well. But it also feels like, you know, you have a lot of lack of control. Like I said, it might not just be you who's doing this. You might be trying to do something and then have somebody else, it feels like almost sabotage with the lookout, right? So you guys are trying to do something together, however it is. Take it how it resonates. On the lookout, yes, it's avoiding the conflict. There it is. Respecting each other's differences. Agreeing to disagree could cause a karmic trenches, right? Because that's the diversity. Even avoiding the conflict. Karmic trench, if I avoid this conflict and walk in the other room, whoo, this trench is going to be great. No, it has the same outcome because here they come after you, following you into the bedroom to fight with you. Well, there goes that trench. Thought I could avoid it. I guess not. On to the next trench. That's the same trench, but it's a different trench, but it's going to end up with the same result. Yeah. So the ancestors are over here looking for your nine of cups, your wish come true. They are looking for your overall satisfaction and emotional stability. They are really trying to push you into the understanding, right, of what's going on. They want you to follow your heart. They want you to get the bigger picture, right? They want you to get the creativity to get yourself out of this karmic trench and to stay away from and avoid any unnecessary drama and conflict. So it's almost like they're moving you, pushing you, okay? Yes, pushing you for your self-worth and realizing what's going on within this situation. If you're hustling too much, you know, with false success and ideas, right, you might even be a little obsessive about this trench, right, because you really want your reward for the situation, but it might even be to the point to where it's not stable enough. And some of you might think you're saving a lot of money, but you're living beyond your means, even though you think you're saving 50 cents more, right? Like I said earlier, right? Something of this nature, okay? Or you might have a spouse, and you know, that is spending beyond their means, and you're trying to get them to do whatever, but it's still just digging a karmic trench within the relationship, causing those fights, causing this, fines, you know. And that could be another thing, avoiding the conflict. Fine, just spend whatever the hell you want, it doesn't matter. And then come back and fight with me about it later, because my karmic trench is here. So you will have the recognition and the understanding and the truth and clarity coming out with the Justice card of how to progress in this situation. You will get the self-confidence and understanding. You will have the mental clarity, yes, to nurture the situation. As you are becoming balanced and understanding, you will be able to provide financially, understanding, having the nurturing yourself to this situation and no longer digging these trenches. You're going to figure it out. Yeah, you're going to look deep within this cup and say, you know what, this is not working. This is not how we do things. Becoming more emotionally stable as your mind becomes more within the clarity and truth of how things are really going around you. And the more you stay away from those who are trying to pull you into, right, pull you into their drama, you're going to leave that behind and, you know, really find your comfort zone and really stay calm and away from that. You know, I don't need you. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, because it's the sudden awareness of choosing and accepting now your own happiness, not accepting what they, you know, what everything else was going on. See, before it was accepting that this was like, this is the way it is, that's the way it's going to be. Now you're going to say, no, I have the sudden awareness, this does not have to be this way. I am not happy with this situation. I am withdrawing from this situation, realigning myself and retreating. I'm sorry, goodbye. Right now I'm in retreat. Now you're just going to say, I'm choosing my own happiness. I'm realizing this doesn't have to be this way. Something has to give. And as you're doing so, this is where you find your happiness. This is where you find your alignment. Right? And things start to change, right? And yes, you're going to put in a lot of hard work with the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to say, this is where the productivity starts changing. This is where I can start conserving my own energy. I take on different responsibilities. I'm changing things up within my life and the way that I'm doing things. No more karmic trenches and no more of your plate at all, because I already have my own. Right? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's going to bring you back to the peace where you need to be, the love, the compassion for yourself, and doing the things you need to do. This could even make your marriage better, where you might have thought it was on the rocks. It's going to be a divorce if we don't fix this. So it could actually even save your marriage, right? Because now you're getting into intuition. They want to get on page. Hey, you know what? I'm having this sudden awareness. This needs to be this. So instead of having the conflict, it's almost like you're coming to them in a different way, approaching them in different ways, and saying, okay, this is the way it's going to be. And then it's like you just have this overall peace. You just feel like your cups are overflowing. You're finding it however it is. If you need a divorce, then you'll find that's what you're going to have, right? This can't be worked, right? So I'm saving my marriage, or it's over. Everybody's story is different, right? I'm going to fix my finances my way, and I'm not going to listen to these people who want to, drag me into their drama. Whatever the situation is. But it's going to be the feeling of peace and freedom as you are working this out for your own good, becoming your own covenant, right? This is for my highest good, within the perfect timing. Yes. And it's saying the perfect timing is you will know, right? It doesn't mean it's now. It means you will know. Because as soon as you have that truth and that clarity coming to you, you will improve the health of the situation in your mind, and you will know that's it. It's going to be the aha moment, right? The Spirit says, yeah, choose the new direction, because that direction of these trenches is not healthy. So you will have a recovery in whatever area you're having. And most of you will be within the next 2 weeks, right? Next few weeks. You'll start to see the opportunities coming. You'll start listening to your intuition. You'll start getting the messages that you need. That aha moment will come when that light bulb goes off and you say, that's it. I've got it. Right? I've got it. And I always love readings, because maybe now we can make them the aha moments now instead of the next few weeks. It's like you watch the video, I give you the information, then you're like, aha, I know what it is. Right? And otherwise, you could say, oh my gosh, and then I never watched the reading, and I have to wait 2 months from now in autumn. See the point? So within the next few weeks, you could actually start working on it if you get the aha. If you don't get the aha yet, it's okay. That's okay. That just means that, you know what? Just start thinking about the situations, getting the things together, preparing for that perfect timing, right? Everybody's story is different. Everybody works at different areas. We're all different people, okay? So, okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.